Hello everyone, you see here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. First off, I would want to appreciate everyone for their immense support. I see your likes, I see your comments, I see a lot of you resharing, and I'm deeply grateful. Please do not stop commenting. Do not stop the engagement. Let's make it as interactive as possible. So today we'll be doing something a whole lot different from the usual. We'll be having to discuss something really interesting. I know a lot of us have been previewed to traveling outside our home country, outside our base, to probably visit, explore, or learn, or just probably an opportunity bringing you to a different place at a different time. So I want to see how we can share ideas in the comment section. Let me know what your experiences were, what you noticed in the course of your trip. Currently, I've been previewed to be in Canada. I'm currently in Canada, and it's quite interesting because I've always thought it wise to travel regardless of my fear for air travel. If you know me very well, you know how scared I am when it comes to traveling by air, let alone traveling for hours. Like I was getting sick. In fact, I had to distract myself on several occasions. And I'm like, please, how many hours left? How many hours left? Because I was tired. Imagine being there for 24 hours plus, then the wait time, you're hungry, the food they serve, it's not something that you are used to and you're just starving. Please, if you are traveling, if you're a first time traveler, please do ensure that you get your premium card from Providus. That saved me a whole lot. Put your things ready when you're traveling, because if not for Providus Bank's premium card, I would have been stranded, hungry, and frustrated. But it helps me out, and I'm immensely grateful. So this is my shout out to Providus Bank, the best bank, one of the best bank in Nigeria, or should I say the whole world? Yes. If I am wrong, leave it like that. When you bank with them, then you know what I am talking about. Their customer service is top notch. I had just applied for the premium card just few days to my traveling, and I got it just at the perfect time. And I was very skeptical using that in Germany. When I landed in Germany, I was like, oh, well, let me try. With the doubts in me, I was so scared thinking that it would bounce back or they would tell me, hey, what are you doing here? And it went just by a tap, guys, just a tap. So big shout out to Providence Bank. Thank you so much for being a trusted bank, a bank that is reliable and that has good and efficient customer service. So back to my travel trip. So I landed in Canada, and there are just few things I've noticed that I would love to share. Just in case you have more to let me know, to share, just comment right there and let's learn from each other. So one thing I noticed here in Canada is that they are time conscious. Oh my goodness, they are time conscious. I was so amazed coming from where I'm coming from. You know what time means when you say, "Oh, I'll be with you in 15 minutes," and our 15 minutes is like 1 hour, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, depending on the individual. But yeah, I was given an appointment for a set time, and prior to the set time, I was getting emails, getting calls to find out the location, my location, and to know if I was canceling because there was someone on the waiting line and all of that. I was like, I'm just about 5 minutes late. I'm just 5 minutes late. I thought I was getting in, they were attending instantly, everything. I'm like, okay, this is a lot different. Are you sure this child from Nigeria can survive? It's just very interesting to see. And another thing I noticed again is that they have good customer service. Oh my goodness. This is something that we are in dear need of in Nigeria. And it's surprising because when I went there and I was attended to like like someone that has about millions of naira in their accounts, whereas I was just coming to open an account with little or nothing. I was treated like a king. I didn't need to know anybody. I didn't need to consult or contact anybody to give me a pass just so I get the premium service that I deserve. I was treated like a king in a foreign country. Nobody knows me. I do not know anybody, but I was treated well. I had gifts. They gifted me. They made me very comfortable. They made sure that all of my questions were answered duly. You know how very impatient our system, our people are when it comes to customer service. You're asking them questions and they're reluctant and they're saying, please, if are you done, leave. Mm-mm. They had to ask me, is that all? Do you need more clarification? In fact, this is my email address, this is my phone number. Do call me in case of anything. I'm accessible, I'm reachable, blah blah blah. I was wondering if if they were created differently, or there's just something wrong with us as an individual, or if there's something wrong with us as Nigerians when it comes to being patient with people. Their customer service is top notch. Another thing I noticed is that they have a system that works. They have a system that works. Ah, God, there's nothing like having a system that works when you need to do something and you're doing it. Everything is just orderly. There's no chaos. It's not scattered. They're not clumsy. Everybody's positioned at their right tax, and they're doing it duly without bribe, without eye service, without anything. They're just making sure that everything is prim and proper, orderly, you know. And it's something that I really and sincerely wish that we have in Nigeria, having a system that work. We don't need to checkmate anybody. We don't need to start petitioning or coming on IG or on Instagram or any social media platform to start calling out on people before they do things right. Let's just have people that are very compliant. Let's have people that are trustworthy. Let's have people that are ready to work and do the work. So another thing I noticed again is that they are highly independent. They do everything themselves. They handle their furniture, their installation, their mounting, and I'm like, are you serious? So if they buy their beds, they are mounting themselves. They buy their TV console, they are mounting themselves. Their side tables, they are mounting. The chairs, they are mounting. And if you have an emergency, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry for you, because you pay through your nose if you do not have the kits needed to get that running. And their healthcare service, I should give it to Nigerians, because once you are sick here, oh my goodness, you have to go through series of processes to get the right attention. I don't know how people survive here, but if there's anything that I'm proud of as a Nigerian, is that you can walk into any pharmacy without any appointment and get the desired attention. However, there is a there's a fallback to that, because people tend to just get drugs without prescriptions, and which is very bad, especially to pharmacies or chemists along the road that do not have the intelligence to say, okay, was this prescribed by a physician, or you're coming for self-care, you're just prescribing for yourself. But here you need to get an appointment with the doctor or your physician. He needs to prescribe a particular medication for you. You need to take it to the pharmacy. You need to do your blood work and all of that before they attend to you. So it's a whole lot of roller coaster for me. I'm trying to get the footing. I'm trying to get my footings right. I'm trying to I'm trying to understand how it works over here, and it's quite interesting. It's interesting because you're in a place where they are different. When I mean different, I'm not saying they are weird. No, they are just different. to the norms and to what I have been previewed to. And it's very interesting to see, you know. And another thing I noticed is they are not very welcoming when it comes to strangers. Um, for instance, in Nigeria, if you need to say hello to someone, they are smiling back at you, even if they don't mean it. Over here, if you say hello to them, they are saying hello to you with a straight face. You know, most of them that I've encountered, they are not willing to associate with you. Everybody is being careful. Nobody wants to be in your space. Everybody is just saying, okay, hi, and they walk away. So building relationship here is really difficult. Like you need to be very intentional and patient. It's a lot easier if you have people living here in Canada. But if you do not have anyone living here and you're all alone, the first 3, 4 months, 5 months will be really tough for you. Another thing I've noticed is fresh food, fresh vegetables. If you are one that like things fresh like me, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry for you. I went to the mall to get something, to get ugu, known as pumpkin, and it was refrigerated. And I'm like, why is it so dry and black? Do you expect me to eat this? And they say, yes, this is what they have here. And it's really good. People use it to cook. I say, I can't use it to cook. Oh. This is rotten. This is bad. This is pot. But I see them surviving on these things. And I'm like, how? How do you even eat something like this? Or onha, I'm going to make onha soup. And I'm going there and they're giving me onha leaf that is black. I'm supposed to use that to cook or what? It's not even possible. And they are very pricey. So have just been looking at it. I'm like, okay, so how do we fill this gap as people, as immigrants coming here? How do we fill this gap? Because a lot of Nigerians are here really really do need our meals. They're in dear need of our meals, our delicacies. They can't cook them here, they can't have them here. So how do we fill the gap? How do we close this gap and say, okay, even if you're in Canada, in the US, wherever you are, you can still enjoy good and quality meal, Nigerian meal? So this is something I've just been thinking, um to say, okay, how can these gaps be filled? How can we make it better for our fellow Nigerians? For me especially, because I cannot eat burger. I'm sorry. I don't know what they eat here. Everything is soup. The soup is watery. This one is this. I'm not Italian. I am Nigerian. I like my okra soup fresh. I love my ugu fresh. I love my oha fresh. I love everything fresh. So please, if you need us to stay here, make it Nigeria for us so that we can enjoy staying here. Okay. So I don't know what you've noticed whilst you traveled, wherever you've traveled. I know when I traveled to South Africa, it was a lot more easy for me to stay in because it's an African country. Of course, the weather was nice, but here you're having about -33. You're always heated, even when it's sunny, it's cold. You don't even know the weather in another city, just if you're commuting from one city to another city and you're just unfortunate to have -40 or minus something, and you're coming from -7. If you're not heated, you'll be so cold and stranded. So these are the things I've noticed, and I'm like, oh my goodness. First off, I am glad to be a Nigerian. I'm happy that our weather is good, even if it's not excellent, it's good. When it's sunny, it's sunny. When it's raining. When it's cold, it's cold, and we can at least adjust to these things. But it's funny how when we have people visit us from this part of the world, they never want to go back. They love our weather, they love our food, they love our people, they love our city, they love our country, they love everything. And they're like, they're seeing potentials, they're seeing a lot of things. And I'm wondering how we can see these things. It's just something that we should sit back and carefully analyze. What is it that they see that we do not see? And what do we see when we go to theirs that they do not see? If we try to critically analyze these things and get answers, we'll see how we can meet each other at midpoints and solve their problem, and they solve our problem. We can live together. We can live together amicably. We can live together in love, regardless of the culture or the race or anything. So I'm super excited to be here. I'm very grateful to be here as well. It's been a journey. It's been a lot of learning for me. And I just thought it wise to share to you, my friends. If you have anything you've experienced or you've noticed in any trip you've encountered, please do well to comment in my comment section. I look forward to having an engaging session with everyone. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to see your comments and see your likes. Please reshare if you can, and I'll be very grateful. I remain your one and only UC. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.